The behind closed doors lifestyle of two US parents has led to their children being expelled from their school. The secret life of Tiffany and Chris Poindexter was discovered on porn site OnlyFans by a fellow parent. Here's Mrs. Poindexter with more details.
About 7 months ago, a dad in the neighborhood found it, and of course, kind of hot gossip. And he told his wife, and they thought it was, really good gossip. And so they decided to take my pictures and spread them around. I was getting text messages, I was getting voicemails. Actually, I have a good voicemail from a dad. Really laying into me about how disgusting and disturbing I am, how I should pack up and move out of town. It's been a lot of bullying and harassment on me, which is fine. People don't have to agree with what I decide to do, and that's okay. I'm not asking anybody for their approval or for their agreement, but what I'm not okay with is people going after my children and trying to get them removed from school. It's like, if you want to harass me that way, that's fine, but the problem I have is when you're bullying and you're harassing my children and you're trying to get them removed. I sometimes wonder, how is your behavior actually better than what I'm doing?
Well, their children are said to be very upset and confused by the school's decision. The couple rake in almost $200,000 a month. I've got to say, Robbo, I'm really glad people haven't found my OnlyFans page, which is onlyfans.com. Rob's got his bits out.
I didn't know you had fans, Rob.
No. It's like a MySpace account. No one's visiting. Let me tell you. Here's the thing. I've got a few issues here. So the mum is now the subject of school gossip. Is anyone saying to the dad, why were you looking at OnlyFans, sir? What were you planning on doing? What were you spending your money on?
No, because he's a man.
No one's talking about the fact he's taking Mrs. Palmer and her 5 daughters out for tea.
4 daughters. Because he's a man. Oh yeah, 5. He's a man, though. Of course, nobody's going to ask him.
But isn't that outrageous? But I tell you what I will say. I think the school have a right to take the kids out of school. Let's assume it's a religious school, for the sake of this argument.
No.
Right. Well, hang on. Well,
it's not. For the sake of this argument, we understand that it isn't.
And if a parent is not living by those beliefs, then they have the right to say, this is not, even if it's not a religious school, we don't like what you represent as far as being in our school.
I don't agree with this at all. I don't have kids, but I would like to see the contract that you, Amanda, that you yourself, Angelique, have signed that says that if I bring the school into disrepute with my private life, then you can kick out my kids. Pretty sure that you've signed. You've never signed
private
a permission
business.
slip like
they
this.
don't have to serve you.
Beg your pardon? What?
That's a private school. They're on $200,000 a month. Let's presume this is a private school. A private school does not have to take anyone that they don't want to.
But it doesn't affect them.
It does. It's a reflection of the school.
Oh, rubbish it is. Unless every single dad, which I think every single dad will be able to get away with it because, like Ange said, they're male. So let's not question the dad how he found her OnlyFans. I actually had a little dabble in OnlyFans, I promise you, for research purposes only, and tonight. And you can't actually see anything. You can see a couple of photos, but you can't see anything. I reckon that the dad's been having he got
the credit card out. Let's be honest. He went, there's Georgia,
right.
Whatever her name is, Poindexter. I can't get past the surname, but there's Mrs.
He got his
Poindexter.
credit card out. Is that a euphemism?
Put his card digits in there. He's seen more than the front pictures.
Please don't say putting digits in anywhere whilst we're talking about this, for God's sake. Sorry, really quickly, bring it back onto this. Unless she delivers the kids to school dressed, as one of her pictures, then yeah, you can get rid of the kids. If she is being a proper mother, someone who is contributing to the school and things like that, it doesn't matter. Because you know what, when you think about it, Are these people or these parents trying to say that they're all doing like the missionary little position where, all right, you want to do it, Mum? Yeah,
No, they're
okay,
not
Dad.
broadcasting
Let's
it on
turn
the
the lights
internet.
off and let's just put it down here. Not that they know, or not that we know. I just no, this is rubbish. I don't think they should be expelled at all, non one iota. I think this is like the
Yep.
mob who likes to point and gossip. It's absolute rubbish.
And you obviously agree with Robbo. What if their parents were convicted murderers? Would the school not then have a right to say, we don't want your type here?
Oh, come
No, that's exactly what I was going. You can't compare an OnlyFans page to convicted murdering
It's
pair
well,
of
see, but
parents.
here's the thing. That is your line. That is your line. The school has a different line. It's obviously a conservative school. It's private education, and like
We don't
any
know
business,
that.
they have the right to refuse
We do
service.
not know that they're private. I just think that you're trying
Well,
to.
if they're at a
that
public
obviously
school, they
changes-
have to take them. You can't be kicked out of a public school. Every child must have an education. Private schools
But
are
kids
different.
whose parents are in prison don't get kicked out of their schools. Oh my God, no, look, it was apparently sort of fairly common knowledge that, this couple were doing that. It's only because, a bunch of mean girls, mums at the school decided that they were jealous or
I agree with that.
whatever. It's just, ugh.
Yeah.
But I don't think, I don't think that you can bring in, the school can't sort of bring in the morality to deal with the children. That's really unfair. It's, you can maybe bring the parents in and say, look, this has happened. It's a bit of a sensitive subject. Can we maybe think of a way of doing this less publicly? Something like that. But to take it out on the children is absolutely outrageous. And those poor kids now just, don't know what's what, because they still don't know what their parents do for a living. The parents haven't told them yet. They said that they will do in time. But meanwhile, these kids are just left, without school for God knows how long, because presumably now the entire town knows. And they're just left in this educational limbo because of
No, they're not.
What the mum's doing, and the mum is it's actually really quite tame. It's
And
Well, we
common.
haven't seen
And
what
the
they're
other
doing
thing
on their
is-
OnlyFans page, but here's the thing, and I don't really understand OnlyFans. I don't know if it's just nudity. I don't know if it goes further.
no, she talked about it. She talked about it.
I swear, I swear, I did not
Whip
type
out your credit card, Rob.
OnlyFans into that computer.
Robert, just really quickly, you said murder. You're comparing it to murder. OnlyFans is legal. Murder is illegal. Like that just kind of squashes that argument.
I was talking about the
Or
morality
crushes.
because some people see doing something like OnlyFans and porn as immoral, and especially if they are at a religious school, but even private schools. But I've made my point. The kids will get an education. They just might have to do that at another private school or at a public school. But I will accept the fact this is just pathetic from the other parents, turning this into gossip and making a big deal of it. C'est la vie. Everyone should have their own choices, but I do stand by the school having the right